Hello, once again, Moltrap, and this is FireBathero versus fOrGG. fOrGG being on the left, FireBathero being on the right, and this should be an exciting game. Um, Samsung Khan down 2-1, so this is a must-win for FireBathero here, although I think if anyone on their team can do it, it's FireBathero right now. Uh, Probably one of the top, probably maybe even the top player playing on Samsung Khan right now, possibly number two. Um, but doing very, very well recently, and especially Terran versus Terran, one of his specialties. Um, Not so good against Protoss, but he's really good against Terran and Zerg. And fOrGG, for FireBathero is the favorite in this. fOrGG, not a very good player versus Terran, although he's generally not very good at it, but lately he's been doing okay. He's come off of a couple wins against C in the OSL, I think, last a couple weeks ago or something like that. Um, so we'll see what he can do. But FireBathero has played some spectacular Terran versus Terran in recent months, and I really actually kind of like his Terran versus Terran because he's done some crazy stuff. He's actually gone for nukes and things like that at different times. So even if this game ends up being a long, crazy Terran versus Terran, it probably won't be a boring one because FireBathero will probably make it more interesting. In any case, yeah. So we see. By the way, fOrGG is the white Terran right here, the north side of the map, 1 o'clock position. FireBathero is the purple Terran. Purple GG. Um, Purple Terran down here in the bottom right at approximately 4 o'clock position. And yeah, this is sorry, this map is Othello, by the way. So I mean, it's not a surprise that there's two Terrans on this map, since it kind of favors Terran, although not there hasn't been as many Terrans on this map, T versus T's on Othello as there has on like Wuthering Heights. So you know, there's still been a lot though. Well, actually, no. Actually, I'm checking it right now. Othello has had a crap ton of Terran versus Terrans. 33 Terran versus Terrans, and that's basically accounts for about half of the games played on this map has been Terran versus Terran. Although let me check Wuthering Heights. I think Wuthering Heights. By the way, if FireBathero wins and it goes to an ace match, that will be on Wuthering Heights. Yeah, so Wuthering Heights has also 30 Terran versus Terrans, but not only like 20 total other games, 25 total other games. So more than well, more than 50% on that too. So it doesn't matter. Anyways, a lot of Terran favored maps in this map pool this season was, I guess, the kind of the point of it. It's a kind of a funny little picture of FireBathero. Wow, so fOrGG's going for a quick command center here. Before his barracks, a little bit risky, especially against a player like FireBathero, who, if he spots that, FireBathero is he's one of the players that's gutsy enough to actually do something about it, to actually go for some kind of a rush. I wouldn't be surprised if he pulled SCVs to go after fOrGG here. He's got his first factory down already. If he goes 2 factory, then that's probably game. But we'll see if he decides to do something different. He also, I wouldn't be surprised if he's pulled his SCVs off gas to try and go for a quick command center. This is a pretty macro-heavy map usually, so like I said, and you have a ramp to hold as well. So it's pretty easy to go for some tech, go for that extra command center before going for more factories. He, of course, hasn't spotted fOrGG, so he doesn't know what's going on yet. He doesn't know that this he's got that command center. fOrGG finally sending out a scout, transferring some SVs to his expansion. So fOrGG has his expansion up way, 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 way early. And a starport going down for FireBathero. So he is going for a bit of an air rush here. Now, it's going to be critical to see if... Excuse me. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. It's going to be critical to see if FireBathero goes for raids or if he goes for dropship. If he goes for raids, I don't think there's anything that fOrGG's going to be able to do about it. Wow. So this looks to be game for you know, we saw Nada do this against actually a Zerg player the other day. We went for a quick dropship build, and this map has ridges behind your natural base that you can just shell the natural expansion with. And so I wouldn't be surprised to see him do something like that, go for a dropship, get a quick siege tank, put a couple marines in, and just go. And yeah, he's got getting the control tower on there. So I think we're probably going to see a quick dropship maneuver of some kind here. He still hasn't got an expansion up. fOrGG has got to know that he isn't going for an expansion right now, because otherwise, even if he completed it in the back, it would be floating out to the expansion right now. So he's got to know that it's not happening. He's getting a second factory up, so FireBathero needs to do something very quickly. Otherwise, fOrGG's economy build is going to kick in, and his superior economy is going to start, well, doing what it's supposed to do, which is overpowering your opponent. The only thing is he's not going to have anything to really deal with a ridge drop at all. He doesn't have siege tech yet. He's just getting out siege tanks, I believe. He's not going to have air, obviously. I don't think he even has... He has a couple of Marines, but vultures and tanks and everything cannot fit through that little blockade by the artifact to get to the ridge there. I think FireBathero might have even thought of that when he decided to go with this build. And an SCV going out there, fOrGG setting an SCV over there probably just to set up a supply depot in a spot where you can spot for drops later on in the game, but he doesn't expect a drop coming in right now, and the drop is en route right now. I didn't exactly see what was in there. It looked like there was at least a tank and probably a couple Marines in that dropship. He's also sending his other forces to the south there, so he's going to be able to put more troops on top of that as well. And fOrGG putting a starport down, I think he may have seen this drop. Yeah, he saw his drop, started putting in a starport, and I think that's probably the best way to go, because it's going to be difficult for him to build up enough siege tanks to deal with this drop just with siege tech alone. And now the Marines coming in to drop down to protect it, and if FireBathero can get a turret up there or something like that, then that will be almost impossible for fOrGG to deal with. The tanks dropping down there, I don't think they're quite within range, but what he's done is he's stopped fOrGG from using this expansion. So fOrGG's tech economy build has been completely stopped here. He's not able to mine right now, so the point of going way early expansion is just been completely halted. The SCV has been killed on that ridge though, so he's not able to build that bunker, which would be curtains. If a Wraith comes out, it's possible he can pick off those Marines and then pick off the tank or something like that. But I would estimate that FireBathero is probably going to drop an SCV up there and rebuild that bunker. And now FireBathero's Wraith's out too, though. So even if fOrGG gets a Wraith up there to attack that, FireBathero is going to have even more Wraiths to deal with this. So I think fOrGG, well, I mean, FireBathero has definitely taken a lead right here. fOrGG's only option right now is just to build up enough siege tanks to move in and shell those tanks from afar, because the Wraiths aren't going to do anything. He can't drop on top of that. The Marines will probably do too good of a job of killing whatever drops down there. Yeah, I don't know if there's anything fOrGG can do against this right now. And the fact is that basically all he had going for him was that he built that expansion